when you switch to acrobatics from a big focus on bodybuilding? Do you lose muscle? Do you maintain muscle? Do you find that to be an issue?
That's the hard part, man. That's why no one else is really doing much of what I do. It's because it's with your head.
You mean because as you're practicing backflips, you're worrying about your arms slowly shrinking?
Yeah. No one. It'll screw with your head. It's like, you know, 2 steps forward and a step backwards every time. You're always losing some shit you've gotten to a new level. It's like crap. It'll screw with your head. It's like I just built my deadlift up and now I'm just gonna flush it down the toilet, and while I switch to tricking over here. But you just have to be okay to know that you probably really didn't lose it. You just lost your ability to express it.
Right. You mean in terms of the size of the actual muscle itself?
Or yeah, because I mean, if I go 2 weeks without like doing much bodybuilding, I'll notice my physique will start to flatten a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And when I start to implement more of the bodybuilding type methodology, the first few workouts are kind of crappy. And then all of a sudden, boom, I'm just like, wow, man, I'm looking good.
Yeah.
There's a small turnover time, but the trick and the art of it is to make that switch as fast as possible. You have to know exactly what you're doing. It's just from experience, what works. So the trick is the quick turnaround time when you make the switch from one emphasis to the other.
What does an acrobatic workout actually look like? Like, what do you do?
Okay, that's a good question. I like that. Let's say, and it's interesting because most of the people who are primarily indoctrined in the fitness world or bodybuilding or strength sports, they're really, the way they see things is really heavily ruled by a sort of quantification. So everything is like numbers.
Right.
But the acrobatic workout for something is really interesting because all the athletes do it this way. They walk in.